We had some rain out there last night and overnight, so let's get a check of the forecast from meteorologist Cassie Hyder. Sounds like there's a little bit still in the area.
Yes, we still have some storms in parts of the Metroplex right now. And even though a lot of us may be dry for the time being, that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be the case all day today. So we still have a chance of seeing some additional showers and storms later on. We've already seen quite a bit just over the past 24 hours. These are some of the rainfall totals that we've seen across North Texas. In fact, just at DFW, over the past 24 hours, a little over 2 inches of rain, about 1 and a little over 3/4 in Fort Worth. We had 3 and a little over 1/4 in Waxahachie, 2.61 there in Granbury, and we're still adding to these numbers. So these numbers will still change. In the meantime, you can see just how low the clouds are this morning. This is our trend tower camera in Rockwall. Temperatures are in the low 70s right now. We have a light wind. You can see the rain and storms that we had very early this morning. They quickly moved off to the east and they fell apart just as quickly, and now we've got more rain and storms off to the north and west. Generally, they are moving off to the east, but they continue to slowly expand off to the south as well, so we're going to be watching that. Technically, we still have that flash flood warning over parts of Collin, Dallas, Denton, and Tarrant County until 10:15, but I don't expect it to last that long, as that one storm responsible for all the rain in a short period of time continues to move away from us in the north and east, and it's moving pretty quickly and basically outside of that warning area. So you can see the one storm that was causing the issues. It's right over Frisco. So Frisco's getting a lot of rain right now and certainly some heavy rain. But we also have a couple of isolated showers in far eastern Dallas County. You can also see that one rain shower over Wiley. The bigger coverage of storms now to the north and west and between Jacksboro all the way to really just north of Denton. But this continues to move off to the east, but at times it tries to expand a little bit farther to the south. So I wouldn't be surprised if at least some of the northern parts of the Metroplex do get some of that rain. But the latest data continues to show that those storms should eventually fall apart as they move east along the Red River. At about noon today, we're still going to have some isolated storms, but it looks like the higher coverage would just be east of the Metroplex. But about 2 o'clock, now we've got more isolated storms starting to pop up around parts of Dallas County and really in between Waxahachie and Terrell. At about 6 o'clock, still some isolated showers, but the coverage is extremely low. By late tonight, all of that goes away. Skies become mostly clear, and eventually by tomorrow morning, we start to add a little bit more cloud cover. Some of the latest data tries to bring in a couple of isolated storms late tomorrow afternoon and evening. Some of it keeps us dry. So I'm just going to keep about a 10% coverage in the forecast for late tomorrow afternoon, because with the heating of the day, we just can't rule out an isolated shower popping up. So for this afternoon, the coverage is going down to about 30%. We've got a 10% on Monday. I think we're dry Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but by the time we get towards the end of the week, those rain chances start to come back. So for today, isolated rain and storms for this afternoon after we get past this morning. Temperature should make it to about 90 degrees, and then overnight tonight, we're dropping down into the mid-70s. We're going to be dry tonight. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, highs in the low 90s, a 10% coverage of rain. We're going to be in the low to mid-90s the rest of the week. Rain chances return by Friday. Next weekend looks dry for now. And then the second half of the 14-day, there's a few rain chances in there, and temperatures don't look terribly hot. At least we do have a couple of days in there where temperatures drop back down into the 80s. Chris, back to you.
Thank you, Cassie.